A loss like that, especially when we were already 0-3, right, is definitely a bit tilting or depressing.
I'm joined with Insanity after those banger games. Those were some games. I will say you guys looked very alive, which I'm very happy about. Um, the ending, not so much. It felt like both games. Maybe second game was really in your hand. First game was like there were a lot of heroics. That save in the base where you W onto FBI and then you flash out and then W again. That was amazing. I was jumping up and down. Um, but yeah, I kind of wanted to ask. I know that was a long preamble, but what do you feel after a game like this? Is it just like pure dejection and like just heartbroken? Is it okay? At least we played better than before. Like what? Yeah, share with me how you're feeling.
Uh, I think personally, I'm sure other people feel this way, especially like specifically our teammates in general. I think that a loss like that, especially when we were already 0-3, right, is definitely a bit tilting or depressing, whatever negative emotion you want to throw into there. I think that both of the games, honestly, I think were definitely in our hands at multiple points throughout the series. I think we are kind of slow to make decisions at times. And yeah, we can look at the bright side and say we looked a lot more alive or whatever you want to call it. I think that is definitely true. And we can take away some positives too. But it just sucks for our playoff chances, obviously. And we got to be realistic here. So I think we really need to work our asses off to go in or to actually make it to playoffs. We need to 3-0. And I think anything less than that is just failure. So we just got to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to your games. I will say initially wasn't very looking forward to your games, but now it seems like you guys are a different team. It seems like this is Shopify from spring, rather than whatever we've seen the first three games. So I think in that sense, it is better. But yeah, I can understand feeling those negative feelings, tilt and depression and whatnot. How do you feel that between game one and two? Like after the first game, is that the same feeling, or is there a way to like mentally reset?
No, I didn't really feel anything after game two. I just thought like, oh, I'm actually pretty comfortable today. I think if I keep playing well, we should win this next game, and then hopefully put on a banger for the third game. But we didn't even get that chance, so it's a bit unfortunate. I mean, for me personally, when it's game day, I'm always confident and like prideful and believe in myself and my teammates, and I think that we will. Usually, I think that we'll win. I'm pretty sure I've never ever thought going into any series or any game that wow, this is lost. It's impossible. I've never thought that. I've always deluded myself into confidence, even if that may be a bad thing sometimes. I think it's just like you kind of have to have it, whether you're doing well in scrims or whether you're doing poorly. Like you just got to go into every series with confidence in yourself and your teammates.
I was going to ask where does that come from, but I mean you pretty much answered that. I remember on TSM in 2023, you said the same thing. It was like, yeah, my mentality was just pure confidence. I'm going to go, I'm going to play it. And then it was I think the game before FlyQuest where you played LeBlanc and got like a triple kill mid lane and won the game. Um, but yeah, I guess looking forward, what what do you change? Like what do you do when you're in this situation where you're like, we've tried all these different things. We've even subbed in a jungler. It starts to feel like nothing you do works, at least from the fan side. So as a player, like what do you do? Was your plan?
Um, I think we just honestly, I don't want to say do the same thing we've been doing, but I think that has actually been one of the main reasons why we even looked alive today. I think we've been really working our ass off in practice, and we've been growing a lot as a team. And I think overall, we just need to keep doing that and really nail in like what went wrong in this series, because I think a lot of it did come down to decision making, and not even the decision making itself, but like the decisions we were making weren't fast enough for our plays. So we were like in beneficial spots in the game, and we just didn't do our play fast enough. So then they got a chance to take it back and either make it an even trade or even a faster trade, whatever it may be. I think a lot of the time that was kind of the case. And I think as long as we hone in on that and take away what we can from these games, because I think they were pretty well in our favor in a lot of the situations, I think that we will do pretty well against whatever team we play against in the next 3 weeks.
All right, interesting. That's your takeaway because it felt like you guys actually were playing very quickly, and whenever Rel was engaging, immediately everyone was just like flashing in and doing what they needed to do, and it almost felt like it was maybe misalignment of like your timers. It felt like Bvoy getting caught in mid lane on Ezreal where Rel was behind him and he had no idea. Like it felt like those were the things where like mid to late game, maybe lane assignments when you got caught down where they like Fnatic death brushed you as well and you tried to Valk out of Ash Arrow. It felt like those were like the bigger issues, but maybe when you're in the game, it feels different. I did want to ask you about that last sort of sequence where you guys TP to the base. Can you just run me through what the call was from the beginning? Because you guys had control over Dragon, and then NRG had to retake, and then you guys kind of let them retake, and then was it always to TP? Like, yeah, just run me through that.
It was definitely not the plan to give the zone and then make us TP into their base. But I think that's actually another problem we kind of had in this series. We gave a lot of our zone control up or focused too much on mid waves, or it's just like a lot of things that we did well in some scenarios and did wrong in the other scenarios. Like we didn't opt into giving the space there. It just kind of happened, and we had to like think on our feet. Even though I don't think us TPing into their base was ever a real play, unless they're showing on our screens and we can stop their TPs, for example. But I think that it was just an adaptation we made. It didn't work out, and like in the moment when something happens, you kind of just have to go with it and commit to it. But either way, I think I am proud of how we played for the most part today. I think that there were a lot of scenarios we did mess up on, but I think if we work out the bad things, I think that we'll be a much better team for sure.
I agree. I think you guys have a legitimate shot at actually winning the next three games. Maybe FlyQuest is kind of a difficult series, but the other two games, I mean, they're both 1-4, or 1-3. Sorry, so it's not the end of the world. You played like the top two teams already. I did want to talk a little bit about what happened over the break. Throughout the entire split, I've heard Revan, Bvoy, Zazel talk about we're focused on the fundamentals, and yeah, we're just not playing our fundamentals well, and that's why you can see like our laning isn't working well. We're not able to play well. Is that something that constant focus on has led you guys to this improvement, or is it maybe, hey, we actually have bigger issues than whatever these fundamentals we were focused on?
I think it's a mix of both. I think we're focused on pretty much everything right now, fundamentals at their core, and also just how our team play works out, and playing for each other and sacrificing where we need to, stuff like that. And for me, I've been getting like I would think I've been getting a lot of improvement from our scrims. Um, Personally, I feel more confident than I ever have been, and I mean, it may have shown sometimes today, and it may not have, but I think, yeah, I think we're heading in the right direction. We just have to pull these next three games off.
All right. I mean, I'm pretty confident after what I've seen today. I will say, just a random note, since you went to Korea and came back, I don't know, maybe it's the solo queue there, maybe it's your scrims, but I felt like you really took that level up, at least mechanically, since spring. So it's nice to see that you're really pressuring. I mean, you're pressuring people like JoJo, who's like an MVP in the mid lane. So it's exciting to see. Yeah, I will give you an opportunity to talk to us Shopify fans and give us some copium for you guys making playoffs.
I feel like every week I'm trying to give copium. I kind of run out of things to say at this point, but I mean, I really do appreciate any fans that do support Shopify, and I'm really just sorry, I guess, that we aren't performing as we probably should be. I think we're actually a much better team than we've shown over the past few weeks. And I mean, I just really want us to win and give people hope. I feel pretty bad about the fact that we're 0-4 already, and this was our closest series yet, in my opinion. And I really do think there's not even a glimmer of hope. I think it's a lot more than that. I think there's a light here, and I really wish we could show it. I really hope we do show it in the next 3 weeks.
All right, it can only go up from here. Not much to say. Not much to say after that. Yeah, we looked alive, which I was happy, and I reiterated it. Like, this is the Shopify team I want to watch, win or lose. But just the fact that we actually lost those games, it hurts. It sucks. It's better than looking lifeless, but at the same time, we were so close in both games. Like those. It just felt like this was a must-win game. You know, like he was saying we have to go 3-0. Technically, we could go 2-0 and still make it to playoffs, or like 2-1. We could lose to FlyQuest, beat Dig in 100, and we could still make it in. But still, like, yeah, that was rough, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It's been a sad day, which is why this isn't coming out immediately. Like, I am editing it after the game finished, but I'm going to wait and post it until the next day. It's also part of the reason why I didn't do the whole like intro and whatnot. Ah, yeah, I will keep supporting Shopify, keep wearing the merch. Pal Fox will comment you when the interview comes out. He comments that that I'm a Shopify fan wearing the shirt. But yeah, I'll keep making content about them. I will keep interviewing them. I'll keep cheering for them, and yeah, the dream is still alive. We can still make it to playoffs. So we just got to keep pushing, you know. And yeah, I'll just keep it at that. See you guys next time.